Salve galera, eu sou afener.dorfey e para hoje vou dando prosseguimento à nossa jornada de Mass Effect, iniciando hoje Mass Effect 2. Bom, o jogo está traduzido galera, se você por acaso tiver o jogo na versão do PC, é só você se direcionar ao site da Tribal Gamer e fazer o download da tradução lá, ok? Então vamos em extras aqui galera, gráficos, acho que aqui tá tudo cheio, tá tudo completo. Vamos aqui em... Deixa eu ver como é que o som tá tudo certo, eu acho. Vamos ver em jogo aqui. Nível de dificuldade, né? Vai ser Insanidade também, como foi em Mass Effect 1. Legendas ativado, né? Tava desativado. Vamos ver se salvou isso. Salvou. Pera aí, o que é aquilo lá? Ah sim, isso aqui tá desligado. Eu não quero que suba nível automaticamente. E é isso, vamos embora. Aqui temos as conquistas de Mass Effect 2. Vamos no novo jogo aqui, galera. E aqui a gente vai importar o personagem de Mass Effect 1. Lembrando que as escolhas que a gente fez no game passado vão influenciar aqui em Mass Effect 2. Por isso que é importante para quem encarar essa jornada épica começar do Mass Effect 1, né? Jogo salvo, então aqui ó, nível 57 de Mass Effect 1. Inclusive vai importar a face do personagem e tudo. A gente não precisa criar o personagem do zero, né? Bom, esse aqui é que eu já mexi, né? Então a gente continua aqui. Temos aqui o nome do personagem, mesmo nome que eu coloquei em Mass Effect 1, né? Nível 57, ó, especialização militar. Tava engenheiro. Acho que no Mass Effect 2 acho que muda pra militar, não me lembro direito agora. Perfil psicológico, ó, Paragon, comandante Shepard seguiu o caminho Paragon na série de Mass Effect 1. Status de Rex, ó. Urdnot Rex sobreviveu à missão em Virmire. Desaparecido em combate, né? A gente teve a escolha em salvar o Kaidan ou a Ashley, né? Eu escolhi salvar a Ashley, então o Kaidan acabou sendo morto. Histórico do Conselho, ó, o Conselho foi perdido durante o ataque na Citadel. Eu escolhi salvar a população em vez do Conselho, né? Então o Conselho foi perdido. Cadeira no Conselho, né? A gente tinha a escolha entre o comandante... Quer dizer, entre o Capitão Anderson, né, e o Senador Udina, né? Eu escolhi o Capitão Anderson para a cadeira no Conselho. Então essas aqui são as escolhas principais, né, que eu tomei em Mass Effect 1. Tem as escolhas secundárias que também, de missões secundárias que influencia também, né? Mas o que aparecia aqui foi só as principais mesmo. Vamos embora então, esse aqui é o meu game favorito da trilogia. As partes vai ser 1h30 também, galera, como Mass Effect 1. Cara, é muito da hora esse planeta aí que aparece na frente aí do... Esqueci do nome desse NPC.
Shepard did everything right. More than we could have hoped for.
Commander Shepard
Elusive Man. Ele é o líder da Cerberus, pelo que eu me lembro.
We're at war. No one wants to admit it, but humanity is under attack.
But they're sending him to fight Geth. Geth. We both know they're not the real threat. The Reapers are still out there.
And it's up to us to stop them.
The Council will never trust Cerberus. They'll never accept our help, even after everything humanity has accomplished. But Shepard, they'll follow him. He's a hero, a bloody icon. But he's just one man. If we lose Shepard, humanity
A gente já percebe uma
follow.
pequena melhoria, né, no gráfico em Mass Effect 2.
Then see to it that we don't lose him.
Um mês só se passou depois dos acontecimentos finais de Mass Effect 1, ó.
Disengaging FTL drives. Emission sinks active.
Essa trilha sonora que toca dentro da Normandia é muito nostálgica.
We're wasting our time. 4 days searching up and down this sector and we haven't found any sign of Geth activity.
3 ships went missing here in the past month. Something happened to them.
My money's on slavers. The Terminus system is crawling with them.
Picking up something on the long-range scanner. Unidentified vessel. Looks like a cruiser.
Ih, mano, essa parte é tensa, hein?
Cruiser is changing course. Now on intercept trajectory.
Can't be. Stealth systems are engaged. There's no way a Geth ship could possibly...
It's not the Geth. Brace for evasive maneuvers!
Foram seguidos, ó.
Presley!
Kinetic barriers down. Multiple hull breaches. Weapons offline. Somebody get that fire out.
Já era pra Normandia.
Distress beacon is ready for launch.
Will the Alliance get here in time?
I'm not doing this just so they can find our frozen corpses. Get everyone onto the escape shuttle.
Joker's still in the cockpit. He won't abandon ship. I'm not leaving either.
I need you to get the crew onto the evac shuttles. I'll take care of Joker.
Commander.
Ashley, go. Now.
Aye, aye.
Essa parte tem um mau desempenho, hein?
Go, go!
Dá uma pequena travada, ó. Já era pra Normandia. A gente já percebe uma grande diferença em alguns detalhes, hein? Mesmo na versão remasterizada, né? A mecânica tá bem melhor. Aqui arrebentou tudo. Olha aqui, mano, hein? Fantástico. A gente percebe uma melhoria também nos planetas, ó. Ó, o Joker tá meio que isolado ali, ó. Tem um campo de força aqui, ó.
Come on, Joker. We have to get out of here.
No, I won't abandon the Normandy. I can still save her.
The Normandy's lost. Going down with the ship won't change that.
Yeah, okay. Help me up. They're coming around for another attack.
Pegou em cheio. Cortou no meio, ó. Ó, o Joker tem aquele problema, né, mano? Os ossos dele são frágeis. Caramba, é um jeito foda de morrer esse daí, hein? Esse início de Mass Effect 2 é tenso, hein? Mass Effect Genesis é uma história em quadrinhos, ó, interativa que resume os eventos de Mass Effect 1. Você gostaria de rever a história até agora? Vamos botar assim, né? Olha só que da hora.
Just another routine mission. Why do they always say that before a mission? Of course it's routine. You haven't done anything yet. It's everything that happens along the way. The choices you make, the paths you choose, that turn the routine into anything but. Of course, that's how it started. A routine mission, answering a distress call. And look where that got me. We were testing out the Normandy, Captain Anderson's new ship, when the distress call came in. An Alliance patrol on Eden Prime had been attacked. They'd seen something they couldn't explain. And whatever it was massive. I hit the ground with my lieutenant, Caden Olenko. A good kid, loyal, by the book.
Tá resumindo desde o primeiro Mass Effect, né, galera? Tudo que
We came
aconteceu.
across the lone survivor of the patrol, Gunnery Chief Ashley Williams. A soldier to the core. Tough, disciplined, ready to take on whatever came her way. Ashley joined up with us and took us to the spot where she lost her squad. That's when we saw it. The ship. Like nothing I'd ever seen. It was massive, scorching the colony and everything around it as it blasted away. We followed the path of destruction to an artifact, a beacon left by a long-dead race called the Protheans. The colony had dug it up, and whoever attacked them had tried to take it. Chief Williams made the mistake of getting too close. It hit her with some type of energy. I grabbed her and threw her out of the way. That's when it hit me. Hard. Every muscle in my body went rigid. I couldn't move, could barely breathe. Everything went black. And then I saw something. A vision. Dream. A nightmare. By the time I woke up, we were halfway to the Citadel on our way to meet the Council. I was expected to explain what I'd seen. Anderson came along. So did Adina, our political representative on the Citadel. With those two heavyweights, it seemed reasonable we could persuade the Council that the ship we'd seen was a potential threat, as was the individual behind the attacks. The main suspect for the Eden Prime massacre was a Turian Spectre named Saren. He'd been seen by one of the survivors from the colony at Eden Prime, and there was some evidence to suggest that the ship was connected to Saren. But even Adina's pointed accusations weren't enough to convince the Council. They just couldn't believe one of their chosen elite Spectres could be guilty of something like that. They needed proof, which meant I needed proof. Fortunately, I wasn't alone in my search. Garrus, another Turian, wanted to help. A top agent for Citadel Security. Despite orders from his superiors that he shouldn't get involved, he told me he was suspicious of Saren, and he had some useful leads. More importantly, he was willing to share them. That led me to Rex, the biggest, nastiest-looking Krogan bounty hunter I'd ever seen. He turned out to be more than just a brute. It was his intel that led to a fugitive with incriminating evidence on Saren. The fugitive turned out to be an energetic little Quarian named Tally. A tech expert with a knack for hacking, she'd procured some information on Saren. Evidence that proved Saren was dirty. Tally's evidence proved that Saren was responsible for the massacre on Eden Prime, and that the immense warship we'd spotted was in fact Saren's flagship. But it went much further. Saren was trying to find a way to bring back a race of sentient machines from dark space. Machines allegedly responsible for cleansing the galaxy of all organic life. These Reapers were blamed for wiping out all life 50,000 years ago, including the Protheans, then disappearing back through the mass relays to dark space, leaving no trace they'd ever been. That explained why Saren was after the beacon, and it made some sense out of my visions. But not much else. We couldn't convince the Council that the Reapers were a threat, but they agreed Saren had to be stopped. They stripped him of his Spectre status and gave me the honor of becoming the first human Spectre. My first task? Bring down Saren. Anderson decided to stay behind, giving up his ship, the Normandy. He told me I would need it more than he would. He also pointed me in a direction. Liara, a Prothean expert, adept in biotics, and maybe most importantly, daughter of Benezia, Saren's top lieutenant. And like most Asari, as beautiful as she is intelligent, and born with a unique ability to meld with other species. Liara was able to help me decipher some of the vision the beacon had given me. Nothing concrete, but it gave me some clues. And a new appreciation for the Asari. Her technique for accessing my vision was unexpected, but not at all unpleasant. Ashley was a little concerned about the connection I shared with Liara. As commander, I knew either relationship had the potential to interfere with the mission. I told Ash I wasn't interested in Liara. I had my eyes on someone else. But we agreed we wouldn't let it get in the way of our mission.
Aí já tá influenciando as escolhas que eu tomei na série, ó.
We had our next lead, Benezia.
A gente pode ter escolhido entre ficar com a Liara ou a Ashley.
He ordered Benezia to use the same technique Liara had used on me to extract information from the Rachni.
Legal que tá mantendo as mesmas trilhas sonoras dos lugares do 1 também, ó. De fundo. Nos quadrinhos.
By the time we arrived, Saren was gone. With the information. I tried to reason with Benezia, but Saren had indoctrinated her. He had somehow acquired the ability to control people's actions and wills.
Cara, só ouvindo essas músicas, mano, eu consigo identificar os lugares no jogo, é muito bom.
And I was left with an angry, dangerous Rachni queen to deal with. She claimed her drones would do no harm if I released her.
A rainha dos Rachni, eu escolhi salvá-la.
I couldn't do it. I wouldn't doom an entire species.
Se eu tivesse acabado com ela, já ia falar que eu teria acabado, ó.
She left and took her army of drones with her. With Saren's top lieutenant dead, he was quickly running out of time and places to hide. I tracked him down at his base on Vermeer, but we soon learned it was more than a base of operations. It was a breeding ground.
Cara, Vermeer, lugar muito bonito, velho, em Mass Effect 1.
He'd found a cure for the genophage, a disease inflicted on the Krogan to prevent them from breeding and taking over the galaxy. But the Krogan Saren was breeding were slaves.
Legal que eles botaram até aquelas nuvens de chuva lá e temporal no fundo, ó, lá no quadrinho que tinha nesse lugar.
Rex disagreed. Violently. Rex wanted the genophage cure for his people. I tried to convince him to help me destroy it, that these Krogan weren't real. But he wouldn't back down.
Essa parte aí que a gente dá uma tretada com o Rex, ó. A gente tem que persuadir ele.
And that Saren was the real threat. When we finally got to the center of the base, I realized just how close Saren was to completing his plan. He was already in communication with the Reapers. Sovereign, Saren's flagship we'd all assumed was just a ship, was a Reaper. It spoke to me, threatened me. I could feel the menace it had for every living thing. It wanted me dead. It wanted us all dead. And I knew it was capable of doing just that. What I couldn't understand was why Saren would help it. But there was no time to think about it. Sovereign knew where we were. We had to destroy the base and get the hell out. I split up my team in 2 squads, sending Ash with one and Caden with the other as a distraction. We had a nuke, and we planned to use it. Before we could detonate the bomb, Saren showed up. We fought. I stalled him to make time for my team. And in talking to him, I realized the truth. It wasn't Saren who was indoctrinating everyone. It was Sovereign. The Reaper. And Saren was in deeper than all of them. He tried to convince me he was still in control. Said he found a way to reduce the Reaper's influence, but he was kidding himself. Or believing the lies Sovereign was telling him. Before I could convince him to stop, he ran, leaving me just seconds to extract my squad mates. I tried, but I wasn't fast enough. I could only save one of them. Caden was a good man, and a great
Parte, a gente podia escolher só uma.
But I had to choose.
Salvar o Caden ou a Ashley.
That was the last time Saren would slip away from me. I knew then, the next time we met, one of us would die. With my team mostly intact, we chased Saren and his army to Ilos, a long-lost planet that had once belonged to the Protheans. As we prepared for what we knew would be a desperate fight, I spoke to my crew. We were just one ship, against Saren's growing army. I assured them all that despite the odds, we could defeat him. But Ash saw through my words. She knew I was hurting after Kaiden's death. She could sense my doubts. We both knew this mission could be our last. Until that moment, we'd put our feelings aside for the sake of that mission. But why wait? We gave in to each other, and it was perfect. While it lasted. We arrived on Ilos, close behind Saren. Once on the planet, we discovered a Prothean databank that helped me put the final pieces of my vision together. The Reapers had come 50,000 years ago, and every 50,000 years before that, each time purging the galaxy of life. The Protheans had fought and died, like every species before them. But a few survived long enough to leave a parting gift. The Protheans had discovered that the Citadel was the key to controlling the mass relays. By sabotaging the Citadel, they found a way to close the relays to dark space, slowing the Reapers' return, giving us the time we needed to find a solution to stop the Reapers once and for all. Saren knew this. He was leading his army to take control of the Citadel and re-establish the relays to dark space, bringing the waiting Reapers here to destroy us all. We followed him to the Citadel. It was intact, but heavily damaged. He had caught the Council fleets by surprise, and they were only now regrouping. And with Sovereign as his flagship, there was little hope the fleets could counterattack with enough strength to take back the Citadel. But Saren was done running, and I was done chasing him. As the Alliance and Citadel fleets battled Saren's army outside, I cornered the Turian bastard in the Citadel tower and confronted him. He died believing that the Reapers would save him. As I fought to regain control of the Citadel, the Council's flagship, the Destiny Ascension, fell under attack. Despite Saren's death, Sovereign and Saren's army continued to fight. The Council was aboard the Destiny Ascension, and they were requesting assistance.
Outra escolha que a gente teve em salvar o Conselho ou a população de Citadel. Escolhi a população.
The fleets were needed here and now if we were going to defeat Sovereign. Even with the Citadel back in my control, Saren defeated, and the Normandy leading the combined galactic fleet, the battle against Sovereign, a single Reaper, was relentless. It took the combined fleets of humanity and the other races, but in the end, Sovereign fell. But the costs were immense. While humanity's efforts in the war earned us our first seat on the Council, it was a hollow victory. The Reapers were still out there. I knew the fight was far from over, but as the one who'd led the fight against Saren, I was given new responsibilities. The choice of humanity's first counselor was left for me to decide. On the one hand, Udina, the lifetime politician. Ruthless and ambitious, he would easily navigate the political landmines that would soon be put in front of him. The other choice, Captain Anderson, the career soldier. Tough but fair, but a friend, and someone I could trust. Both great leaders in their own right. Anderson didn't want the job, which was a sure sign he'd be perfect for it. No ambition to get in the way. The war was over. The threat had passed. In time, the Council would rebuild itself. The Citadel could be repaired. Even the pain of lost friends would fade. But none of that mattered if the Reapers were still out there.
Que belo resumo, hein, mano? De Mass Effect 1 em quadrinhos. Dedicação, né, mano? Da BioWare em ter feito isso. Pra resumir um jogo, hein, mano? Um jogo passado. A gente vê de longe, cara, que é uma obra de arte esse game. Essa trilogia. E é isso. Resumido totalmente o que aconteceu em Mass Effect 1. Olha o que o Shepard virou, mano.
Commander Shepard has been recovered. The Lazarus Project will proceed as planned.
Ele virou uma bola de carne. Eu não sei como é que ele não morreu. Sorte que ele congelou. Que maravilha, hein, mano? Voltamos à vida. Projeto Lazarus. Eu não vou mexer em nada. Vai continuar do mesmo jeito. Ok, então a gente tem escolha aqui agora, galera. Soldado, infiltrado, vanguarda, sentinela, adepto ou engenheiro. Bom, seguinte. Em Mass Effect 2. Aqui são as habilidades. Parece que tem novas habilidades do engenheiro, ó. Aqui em Mass Effect 2 eu vou ser soldado, galera. O bom é que engenheiro em Mass Effect 2 o personagem não fica restrito apenas a ter habilidade em uso de pistolas, né?
Showing an awareness of his surroundings. My God, Miranda, I think he's waking up.
Damn it, Wilson, he's not ready yet. Give him the sedative.
Shepard, don't try to move. Just lie still. Try to stay calm.
Heart rate's still climbing. Brain activity is off the charts. Stats pushing into the red zone. It's not working.
Another dose. Now.
Heart rate dropping. Stats falling back into normal range. That was too close. We almost lost him.
I told you your estimates were off. Run the numbers again.
Imagina, o corpo todo dele foi reconstruído.
Wake up, Commander.
Tá cheio de cicatriz, ó, agora, ó. Caramba, já levanta já da cama já com ataque na volta.
This pistol doesn't have a thermal clip.
It's a med bay. We'll get you a clip from. Damn it! Those canisters by the door are going to blow. You keep your head down, Shepard. Shield yourself from the blast. Someone's hacking security trying to kill you. Look for a thermal clip for your pistol.
Vê se tem alguma coisa aqui, eu acho que não. Ai, mas Effect 2 não tem bala infinita como no primeiro, né? Que a gente recarrega as armas no 2. Pô, me esqueci como é que guarda a arma. Tá diferente os comandos aqui do Mass Effect 1. Ele não corre no shift, cara, como no... Ah, sim, é no espaço. Tinha que achar o botão pra guardar a arma, mano. Não tô achando. Tentando apertar tudo que é botão aqui, ver se eu acho. Epa, acho que é no H. Ah, é no H. Show. Eu gosto de puxar a arma só quando eu tô em combate mesmo, né?
Shepard, security mechs are closing in on your position. Take cover.
Vocês veem que melhorou muito o combate do jogo, até o impacto do tiro. Começa a desmembrar os inimigos também. Coisa que não tinha no 1, né? Só que os inimigos estão muito mais letal também no 2. Olha lá, ó. Ferrando aqui, hein. Ó, legal que eles explodem, ó. Eles quebraram meu shield ali, hein. Eu perdi um pouco de life. Agora cai munição no chão também, né? Como eu falei, aqui no Mass Effect 2 a gente recarrega as armas agora. No 1 elas sobreaqueciam, né? No 2 acho que não tem o sistema de sobreaquecimento. Ah, é, não, aqui não tem sobreaquecimento, que tinha no 1. Caramba, olha ali. Não tem mapa. Não abre inventário também. Lança granada, ó. Aí que maravilha, meu. Cru foi. Ué, esse fogo não vai passar? Ah, não. Pô, eu apertei, cara. Agora sim, eu acho que eu tava muito perto. Pra esquerda ali. Bugou a transmissão.
Please reconsider your aggressive attitude.
Progress is slow, but subject shows signs of recovery. Major organs are again functional and there are signs of rudimentary neurological.
Só que legal ficou os hologramas, ó. Ah, esse aqui deve ser a reconstrução que fizeram no Shepard, ó. Esse aqui é as instalações da Cerberus. E já era. Tá vendo essas marcas que o Shepard tem no rosto, ó? Da reconstrução, ó. Conforme a gente vai pegando o Paragon no jogo, elas vão diminuindo. Mais ou menos, pelo que eu me lembro, é isso. Pô, a Galáxia deu um update fodástico, mano, na visão e no gráfico.
Come on over.
O computador tá bem muito mais letal no 2.
What are you doing here? Thought you were still a work in progress.
Are you with Miranda?
Yeah, sorry. I forgot this is all new to you right now. I'm Jacob Taylor. I've been stationed here for...
Hostiles detected.
Damn it!
O Jacob vai ser um dos nossos membros da Mass Effect 2.
Things must be worse than
Do
I thought.
esquadrão.
Miranda's got you running around. I'll fill you in, but we better get you to
Miranda
the shuttle
também.
first.
What's with the mechs?
Security. Usually they fight for us. Somebody must have hacked them. That should be impossible, unless you've got access. We've got to get you out of here, Shepard.
Ah, eu não vou falar porque se eu ficar falando com ele, os monstros, os cyborg lá, esqueci do nome lá, vão se organizar para nos atacar. Essa lança-granada aqui é muito boa. Cara, eu acho sensacional o combate Mass Effect 2, mano. Melhorou demais. Aqui, ó.
Ready to get the hell off this station?
Before we go anywhere, I need some answers.
Sure. What do you want to know?
You said they spent 2 years rebuilding me? How bad?
2 anos reconstruindo ele.
I'm no doctor, but it was bad. When I first saw you, you were nothing but meat and tubes. Anywhere else, they'd have put you in a coffin.
Shepard era carne e tubos, hein? Mais nada.
Cutting edge technology.
Primeira vez que ele me viu.
What do you mean? Cloning? Cybernetics?
I don't know the details. You'd have to ask the scientists. But I'm pretty sure you're not a clone. They wanted to bring you back exactly as you were. You're still you. You just might have a few extra bits and pieces now.
What can you tell me about the project? Were there other test subjects?
Project Lazarus only had one subject. The whole point was to bring you back. Just you. Even that was a challenge. 2 years. All the top scientists. The best technology money could buy.
Do you know anything about this attack? Who's behind it? What they're after?
Damned if I know. I was getting ready for some shut-eye, then bam! Bunch of explosions. Next thing I know, every damn mech in the place starts shooting at us. I'm guessing it had to be an inside job. You'd need top security access to hack all the mechs.
The last thing I remember is the Normandy blowing up. Did anyone else make it?
Just about everybody survived. A few servicemen from the lower decks didn't get out. Navigator Presley was killed by an explosion.
O navegador Presley morreu, ó.
Including the non-alliance crew, the Asari, Liara, and the Quarian, they all made it out alive.
Do you know what any of them are doing now?
I don't know, Commander. It's been 2 years. They've moved on. Left the Alliance. Could be anywhere.
They were my team. If they knew I was alive, they'd come back.
Maybe you can track them down after we get off the station. If we get off the station.
What's your job here?
Depends on who you ask. Technically, I'm Miranda's top lieutenant. But I'm just a soldier.
O Jacob, a habilidade dele é um bom ajudante para campo, né? Para batalhar. Habilidade militar ele tem.
When I first woke up, someone named Miranda was talking to me over the radio. We lost contact just before I ran into you.
Miranda Lawson is the station's ranking officer. She led the Lazarus team. It was her job to bring you back to life, no matter what. Should have guessed she'd try to save you. She's not about to give up on you now. You said you lost contact. Could you tell what was happening?
There was some gunfire and an explosion right before I lost her.
She knows how to take care of herself. But I hope she's okay.
What's the quickest way to those shuttles?
Depends where the mechs are thickest. It's probably best if we...
Check. Anyone on this frequency? Anybody still alive out there? Hello?
Wilson, this is Jacob.
Melhorou muito o gráfico do Mass Effect 2 ainda.
Shepard's alive? How the hell? Never mind.
Aqui na versão legendária.
Get to the service tunnels and head for the network control room.
Roger that, Wilson. Stay on this frequency.
I think I remember a Wilson checking on me one time when I woke up.
That's him. He's the chief medical tech. Answers directly to Miranda. Come on. The service tunnels are this way.
Simbora, mano. O Jacob só tem uma pistola também.
Hostiles are cleared.
Log update. The Lazarus project is about to enter the final phase. It's taken nearly 2 years, but we did it. Commander Shepard is alive. This is the most amazing medical achievement in history. Maybe now Miranda will finally show some appreciation for everything I've done.
We've been spotted.
I've got him.
Ah, o legal é que agora o computador ele usa habilidade sozinho, galera, também. Não é que nem no 1 que a gente tinha que ordenar ele pra fazer tudo, né? Agora eles usam sozinho. Melhorou muito a inteligência artificial.
The whole station is crawling with mechs. I'm doing the best I can.
Upgrade gigantesco do 1 pro 2.
Oh God, they found me. Help!
Wilson, where are you?
Server room B. Hurry! They're
Deixa eu ver se tem alguma coisa pra pegar aqui. Eu acho que não.
Shepard.
Oh God, I'm hit. They shot me.
Ah, era ali.
Physical reconstruction of subject is complete, but we still need to evaluate all mental and neurological functions. Our orders were clear. Make Commander Shepard who he was before the
Ojito
explosion.
Shepard.
The same mind, the same morals, the same personality. If we alter his identity in any way, if he's somehow not the man he used to be, the Lazarus Project will have failed. I refuse to let that happen.
Shepard, down here! Bastards got me in the leg!
We need to get off this station.
I'm not going anywhere till someone fixes my leg.
Should be some medi-gel in the first aid station on the wall. Hopefully there's enough to get him up and moving again.
Grab the medi-gel from the first aid station on the wall.
Field is clear. Wilson's hurt bad. He needs help.
Shift esquerdo. Ah, ele tá na minha equipe aqui agora, ó.
Thanks, Shepard. Never thought you'd save my life. Guess that makes us even now, huh? I thought maybe I could shut down the security mechs, but whoever did this fried the whole system. Completely irreversible.
We didn't ask what you were doing. Why do you even have security mech clearance? You were in the bio wing.
Weren't you listening? I came here to try and fix this. Besides, I was shot. How do you explain that?
You're all strangers to me. Let's get someplace safe, then we'll sort out whose fault it is.
Right, Shepard. We need to find Miranda. We can't leave her behind.
Forget about Miranda. She was over in D-Wing. The mechs were all over that sector. There's no way she survived.
A bunch of mechs won't drop Miranda. She's alive.
Then where is she? Why haven't we heard from her? There are only two possible explanations. She's either dead, or she's a traitor.
Then why did you wake me up and warn me about the attack?
Okay, maybe she's not a traitor. But that doesn't change the facts. We're here, she's not. We need to save ourselves. The shuttle bay is only a few... We can overload the canisters to clear a path to the shuttles.
Olha aqui, ó. Sobrecarga, uma grande energia que gera explosões que sobrecarregam escudos inimigos. Escudos e inimigos sintéticos, né, no caso. É isso mesmo, inimigo sintético. Velho. Que foi isso, mano?
Okay, we took him down.
Explodiu o negócio de perto deles.
Shepard, if I tell you who we work for, will you trust me?
This really isn't the time, Jacob.
We won't make it if he's expecting a shot in the back.
If you want to piss off the boss, it's your ass, Jacob.
The Lazarus Project, the program that rebuilt you. It's funded and controlled by Cerberus.
Should I recognize that name?
Maybe that's a side effect of your recovery. You and Cerberus certainly have a history. According to the Alliance, we're a radical pro-human splinter group. You wiped out several of our research bases. But things change. The Alliance declared you dead. They gave up. Cerberus spent a fortune to bring you back. Look, I'd be suspicious too. But right now we have to work together. I thought you deserved to know what's what. Once we're off the station, I'll take you to the elusive man. He'll explain everything. I promise.
Elusive Man? Is he in charge of all this?
Yeah, that's not his real name, of course. Nobody knows who he really is.
It was a code name the Alliance used for him. Kinda stuck.
I don't care what they did or what you say. I'm not working with terrorists.
You can tell it to the boss, but after we've saved our butts.
Letrado.
We're almost at the shuttle.
Vamos ver aqui. Ainda não tem acesso ao inventário. Ai, mas Effect 2 a gente não confere os itens tão de longe assim como no 1, né? Tem que chegar mais perto dos itens. Tá ruim de dar de headshot aqui, hein? Só tem um tiro mesmo. Aqui é bom. Cru. Tirambaço, mano. Agora eu não sei, eu tenho que ver onde é que eu tenho que ir. É, parece que foi bom ter ido aqui mesmo. Isso é dinheiro, hein? Olha o hackeamento, como é que funciona no 2, ó. Realce cada nódulo para encontrar os símbolos correspondentes. Quando você encontrar dois símbolos iguais, selecione-os para completar o circuito. Complete todo o circuito antes de acabar o tempo para burlar a segurança. Ah não, velho. Salvar isso aqui. Vamos ver como é que funciona isso aqui. Ah, entendi. O cara tem que passar assim primeiro. Esse hackeamento aqui é mais difícil aqui no primeiro.
Test subject has been recovered, but the damage is far worse than we initially feared. addition to the expected burns and internal injuries from the explosion, subject has suffered significant cellular breakdown due to
As armaduras também, Mass Effect 2 ficou bem mais top também que no primeiro.
Wilson assures me subject is salvageable. The Lazarus project will proceed as planned.
Acho que ali embaixo não tem nada. Não.
Come on, through here. We're almost at the... Miranda, but you were...
Ué, credo.
Dead?
What the hell are you doing?
My job. Wilson betrayed us all.
Even if you're sure, did he deserve that welcome?
He sabotaged the security systems, killed my staff, and he would have killed us.
You sure about that, Miranda? We've known Wilson for years. What if you're wrong?
I'm never wrong. I thought you'd have learnt that by now, Jacob.
You should have taken him alive. See what he knew.
Too risky. I've put too much time and effort bringing you back to life to let you get killed now.
You really think Wilson's capable of that?
Not anymore.
I had a feeling Wilson was just looking for a chance to shoot me in the back.
Good instincts. Some people are far too trusting to ever see that coming. Come on, let's grab this shuttle and get out of here. My boss wants to speak to you.
You mean the elusive man? I know you work for Cerberus.
Ah, Jacob. I should have known your conscience would get the better of you.
Lying to the commander isn't the way to get him to join our cause.
Well, since we're getting everything out in the open, is there anything else you want to ask before we go, Commander?
Convenient that you show up as we're leaving. Where were you during the attack?
Besides trying to save your life, Wilson figured out I was helping you and he sent an army of mechs to take me out. I got here as soon as I could. Probably a little too soon if you ask Wilson.
What about the rest of the people on the station?
This is the evac area. If they're not here now, they're not coming.
We can't leave without knowing for sure. We need to go back and look.
Don't you get it? The only
A gente percebe que a face do meu personagem é um pouco mais... O gráfico é um pouco pior que dos NPCs, né? Porque a minha face foi uma face que eu criei, né? Daí a gente percebe que tem um gráfico um pouco mais embaçado. Por exemplo, percebe na face do Jacob da Miranda a diferença.
Convenient that you show up as we're leaving. Where were you during the attack?
Ah, eu já cliquei aqui.
Besides trying to save your life,
Olha só a diferença, ó.
Wilson figured out I got here as soon as I could. Probably a little too soon if you ask Wilson.
Where are we going?
Another Cerberus facility. The elusive man is waiting for you there.
I'm not sure I trust you.
This is the only shuttle off the station. You want to stay and rot with the mechs? Be my guest.
You're the Lazarus Project's director, aren't you?
That's right. I put 2 years of my life into this project. Into you.
What does Cerberus want from me?
Maybe you should ask the elusive man when you meet him. He poured virtually unlimited resources into Lazarus. Obviously, he has some kind of plan for you.
I've had enough of this station to last a lifetime.
Or 2, in your case. Come on.
Maravilha. Essa estação era grande, hein? Ué, credo, até isso aí viaja na velocidade da luz.
Before you meet with the elusive man, we need to ask a few questions to evaluate your condition.
Come on, Miranda, more tests? Shepard took down those mechs without any trouble. That has to be good enough.
It's been 2 years since the attack. The elusive man needs to know that Shepard's personality and memories are intact. Ask the questions.
Did you say 2 years? I've been gone that long?
2 years and 12 days. And you were on an operating table for most of it.
The sooner we start, the sooner we can be done. Start with personal history.
Okay. Records show you grew up on Earth. Tough environment, no parents.
A história que a gente escolheu no 1, ó.
Thresher Maw attack that wiped out the rest of your team. Do you
Onde é que o nosso personagem veio?
I lost a lot of friends that day. Going through something like that changes you. It can break you if you let it.
I read the report. 50 Marines died on a cruise. You were the only one who lived. Satisfied, Miranda?
Almost. Let's try something more recent. Vermeer, where you destroyed Saren's cloning facility. You had to leave one of your squad behind to die in the blast.
Lieutenant Caden Alenko was killed
Outra
in
escolha, ó.
action. It was
Mass
your
Effect
call.
1.
Why did you leave him behind?
I left a friend to die that day, and I didn't do it casually. But I had to save as many people as I could. Caden gave his life for the rest of the team. Without him, I couldn't have stopped Saren. He died a hero.
I understand, Commander, and I wasn't judging your decision. Everybody at Cerberus knows that cloning facility had to be destroyed.
There are other tests we really should run.
Come on, Miranda. Enough with the quizzes. The memories are there, and I can vouch for Shepard's combat skills personally.
I suppose you're right. We'll have to hope the elusive man accepts our little field test as evidence enough. The elusive man is waiting for you in the other room.
Eu queria acessar o inventário, cara. Ah, aqui, ó. Tá apertando errado. Então, ação Paragon, galera. Nossa ação renegada. Eu posso comprar níveis aqui agora, ó. Eu tenho 8 pontos pra distribuir, ó. Nossa, isso aqui custa 2 pontos, hein. Ah, não, eu compro ali, beleza. Tiro de impacto. Domínio de combate, ó. Opa, isso aqui é bom, hein. Olha aí, ó. Esses 2 pontos eu vou deixar guardado. Então aqui são as missões, galera. As tarefas são as missões secundárias, né? E aqui são as missões principais. Só uma completada, né? No prólogo. Salvar o Joker. Ainda estamos no prólogo, na verdade. E aqui são os códex. Créditos 157.500, Med Gel 2, munição pesada 0. Aqui em Mass Effect 2 a gente tem os elementos, ó, paládio, irídio, platina e elemento 0. Esses elementos aqui a gente pode aprimorar a Normandy. Deixar ela mais eficiente.
I wouldn't keep the elusive man waiting.
The elusive man is waiting for you in the other room.
Personalizamos equipamento aqui, ó. Ah, legal, isso aqui eu me lembro que a gente vai coletando, isso aqui são tipo de skins, né, que a gente coleta no jogo, não tenho nenhuma aqui ainda. Eu só posso editar a cor aqui, ó. Isso aqui é muito top, mano, no 2. Isso aqui eu vou fazer mais adiante, agora eu vou deixar assim mesmo. Essa trilha sonora do Elusive Man é nostalgia demais também.
Commander Shepard.
Elusive Man. I thought we'd be meeting face to face.
Unnecessary precaution. Not unusual for people who know what you and I know.
And what exactly is it that you and I know?
That our place in the universe is more fragile than we'd like to think.
Esse cara fuma pra caramba, meu.
That one man, one
Maluco
very
come cigarro.
specific man, might be all that stands between humanity and the greatest threat of our brief existence.
The Reapers.
Good to see your memory's still intact. How are you feeling?
Cut to the chase. What are the Reapers doing that made you decide to bring me back?
We're at war. No one wants to admit it, but humanity is under attack. While you've been sleeping, entire colonies have been disappearing. Human colonies. We believe it's someone working for the Reapers, just as Saren and Negeth aided Sovereign. You've seen it yourself. You bested all of them. That's just one reason we chose you.
Fighting a war doesn't seem like Cerberus. Why are you involved?
We're committed to the advancement and preservation of humanity. If the Reapers are targeting us,
Da hora as galáxias lá de fundo, ó.
Cerberus will stop them. If we wait for politicians or the Alliance to act, no more human colonies will be left.
Sovereign was trying to harvest all life in the galaxy. Why would the Reapers target a few human colonies?
Hundreds of thousands of colonists have vanished. I'd say that fits the definition of harvesting. Nobody's paying attention because it's random.
Os olhos do Illusive Man parecem ser aqueles olhos de ciborgue ali, ó.
Tem Maybe you got their attention when you killed one of them.
Fighting a war doesn't seem like Cerberus. Why are you involved?
We're committed to the advancement and preservation of humanity. If the Reapers are targeting us, trying to wipe us out, Cerberus will stop them. If we wait for politicians or the Alliance to act, no more human colonies will be left.
If what you say is true, if the Reapers are behind this, I'd consider helping you.
I'd be disappointed if you accepted any of this without seeing for yourself. I have a shuttle ready to take you to Freedom's Progress, the latest colony to be abducted. Miranda and Jacob will brief you.
Miranda killed Wilson in cold blood. Jacob's just a gun for hire. You expect me to trust them?
Wilson was one of my best agents, but he was a traitor. Miranda did exactly what I expected of her, and she saved your life in more ways than one. Jacob's a soldier, one of the best. He's never fully trusted me, but he's always been honest about it.
Cara, aquilo ali que tá atrás ali do Illusive Man, eu não sei se aquilo é um sol que tá morrendo, ou se é um planeta gasoso aquilo ali.
Is this a volunteer job or am I being volunteered?
You always have a choice, Shepard. If you don't find the evidence we're both looking for, we can part ways. But first, go to Freedom's Progress. Find any clues you can. Who's abducting the colonies? Do they have any connection to the Reapers? I brought you back. It's up to you to do the rest.
Maravilha, mano. Pô, cara, atualizou bastante coisa aí, ó. Quatro pontos, hein? Ah, eu vou botar aqui, ó, aumenta a minha saúde, o dano das armas, ó, em 9%. Tá, é nesse aqui, na verdade, ó. Vai aumentar a saúde de 20 para 40%, ó. Só que custa 3 pontos também agora, né? E o dano das armas de 6 para 9%, ó. Velocidade de corrida, ó, de 30 para 40%. Esse aqui que é bom, ó. Ações, Paragon e Renegado vai de 40 para 70% mais, né? Ok. Munição criogênica, ó, ela congela os inimigos, possibilitando que você os despedace com disparos ou bióticos. A incendiária é uma munição que queima armadura e coloca os inimigos em fogo e causa danos na energia. Essa munição incendiária aqui é bom para orgânicos, né? Vou guardar esse um ponto aí. Bom, a gente tem então a missão aqui, ó, de... Tem o prólogo, Despertar, investigue os colonos desaparecidos e Freedom's Progress, investigar a colônia, ó. Procure por pistas que possam explicar o que aconteceu com os colonos desaparecidos.
The Elusive Man is very impressed with you. I'm eager to see if you can live up to his expectations on this mission.
I never got a chance to say how much I appreciated what the Lazarus Project did for me.
I just hope it was worth it. A lot of people lost their lives on that station.
For someone who spent 2 years putting me back together, you don't seem real fond of me.
I have the utmost respect for your abilities, Shepard, It's your motivations that concern me. I believe in what Cerberus stands for. Only time will tell if you prove to be an asset or a liability to our cause.
What can you tell me about this colony we're going to?
Freedom's Progress? It's a typical human settlement in the Terminus systems. They had a small military force for protection supplemented by mechs and security drones. Average in almost every way, really. Completely unremarkable. Until the disappearance.
Any thoughts on what we might run into there?
A lot of empty buildings and one giant mystery.
I'd like to know more about the Lazarus Project from the person in charge.
I wasn't in charge. The elusive man was. If I was running the show, would have done a few things differently.
What would you have changed?
To start, I would have implanted you with some type of control chip. But the elusive man wouldn't allow it. He was afraid it might affect your personality, alter your character somehow. He wouldn't let us do anything that might limit your potential in any way.
Can't say I like the idea of being brought back to life with a control chip in my brain.
The elusive man is taking an incredible risk with you. I just hope his gamble pays off.
Tell me a little about yourself.
Worried about my qualifications? I can crush a mech with my biotics or shoot its head off at 100 yards.
A Miranda é especialista em bióticos, ó.
I was trying to get to know you as a human being.
I'm not looking for a friend, Shepard. Stay focused on the mission.
Did you and Jacob serve together in the Alliance?
No. The elusive man recognized my potential and recruited me at a young age.
How old were you?
Old enough to know this is what I wanted.
It's obvious you're not interested in talking.
We've got an assignment. We can talk about it or we can do it.
Ó, informações aí, ó. Ação Paragon e Renegado, ó. Vamos ver se aumentou um pouco aqui. Deu uma aumentada aqui, ó. É bom aumentar os dois. Dá bastante benefício.
I'm glad the elusive man convinced you to join us, Commander.
I just want to find out what happened to those missing people. I still don't trust Cerberus.
Noted. Do you trust me, Commander?
Botar assim.
You're a good man, Jacob. But you might be working for the wrong people.
Maybe. But I thought the same when I was with the Alliance. That's why I'm here now.
Do you know anything about this colony we're going to?
It's called Freedom's Progress. Don't know much else. I guess we'll find out when we get there.
You said you served in the Alliance?
5 years in total. Stationed all over the galaxy. Even spent a couple of years as a Corsair.
I've never heard of the Corsairs.
It was an Alliance initiative. They hired independent starship captains and used them for missions that fell outside official Alliance jurisdiction. Technically, we weren't part of the Alliance. If we ever got caught, they could disavow any knowledge of us. We were supposed to be free from restrictions and rules. But there was still enough red tape to sink a cruiser. I finally just gave up.
Acho que eu tinha clicado
you
aqui.
served in the Alliance?
5 years
Ah, eu
in
já tinha
total.
clicado aqui.
Stationed all over the
Why
galaxy.
did you join Cerberus?
I guess I just got tired of never making a difference. So much of what we did in the Alliance seemed pointless. I thought things would change after the attack on the Citadel. The old council was dead, and humanity took control of the new one. But nothing changed. Politics, bureaucracy, same bullshit, different leaders. Cerberus is different. When colonies go missing, we don't commission a team to write a report to figure out what the hell to do about it. We just go and find out.
That's all for now.
Yes, sir.
Ação Paragon, ó. Agora. Missão concluída. Nível adquirido. Resumo da missão. Experiência 1000, ó. Nível alcançado 6. Pontos de esquadrão adquirido 2, ó. Resumo da missão aqui, ó. Bônus de importação, ó. Você recebeu os seguintes bônus por importar um personagem de nível 57 em Mass Effect 2, ó. Eu ganhei 4.000 em experiência. Começa no nível 5, ó. 150.000 em créditos, ó. 10.000 de elemento 0. 10.000 de irídio. 10.000 de paládio. 10.000 de platina, ó. Mais 190 de Paragon e mais 41 de renegado. Isso aí que eu ganhei só por importar o personagem, né? Lança-granada M100 aqui, ó. E créditos, ó. Show de bola, hein, mano.
We should be there shortly, Shepard. The elusive man put us under your command. Do you have any orders?
What did you find at the other colonies?
Nothing. No signs of attack, no corpses, not even a trace of unusual genetic material to give us a clue. They just disappeared. And we've got no target to go after.
Are you sure you'll be comfortable following my orders?
We didn't bring you back from the dead just to second guess you, Commander. If the elusive man says you're in charge, you're in charge.
What makes you think this investigation will turn up anything new?
At other colonies, official investigators got there first. Sometimes looters or salvage teams as well. We're hoping to be the first ones there this time. Maybe find clues before somebody else disturbs the scene.
Our first priority is to look for survivors.
That's unlikely, Commander. No one was left at the other colonies. They were completely deserted.
Be nice to
Ah,
find
alguém sempre fica
Anything's
vivo.
better than another ghost town.
Chegamos na noite nevando ainda nesse planeta. Opa, aí sim, mano. Vamos testar essa belezinha. Temos uma escopeta, katana, M23 aqui, ó. Não, esse aqui é o Jacob que tá usando. Eu tenho essas armas tudo aqui, ó. Tenho um rifle de precisão, ó. Escopeta também, uma escopeta katana M23. Vou pegar o rifle de assalto. Deixa eu ver aqui o esquadrão. Ah, eu tenho um ponto ainda. Vamos ver o Jacob aqui, ó. Tem 8 pontos, ó. Vou botar esse aqui, ó. Agente Cerberus. Vou guardar esse aqui que eu quero completar primeiro Agente Cerberus com ele. E a Miranda. Vou botar aqui também, que isso aqui aumenta tudo. A saúde, dano das armas, energia do esquadrão, ó. Dano com arma do esquadrão, ó. Isso aí é muito bom, ó. Dá um buff pra todo mundo. Pô, só queria ver o mapa, mano. Não tem o mapa da região, parece. Esse planeta aqui é macabro, hein? Cara, tá muito bonito o gráfico do game, hein? Melhorou muito. Esse game aqui ficou muito bonito na versão legendária.
Looks like everyone just got up and left right in the middle of dinner.
Não tem mais nada aqui. Cara, essa trilha sonora aí combina com o planeta gelado, hein?
Strange. No bodies, no structural damage, and no signs of battle.
Opa!
Hear that? Sounds like
Strange.
Ah, o ruim é a precisão, né, mano? Aqui merece mais sniper. Pô, quebrou meu escudo, hein, velho. Velho. Que tiro.
shield.
Essa merda foi seu shield. Tá ruim a lentidão dessa sniper aqui. Ih, Miranda caiu. Caramba, mano. Ah, tá doido. Dificuldade aqui é tensa, mano. Tem que ter estratégia. Ah, eu tenho que ver, eu tenho que aqui, eu me esqueci de usar. Isso aqui são os med. Isso aqui são as curas que eu tenho, né? Ah, o jogo fechou, mano. Caramba. Pô, fui clicar na habilidade ali, o jogo fechou. De vez em quando dava uns bugs desses aí também em Mass Effect 1. Ah, esse aqui dá esse buff pra mim, ó. Aumenta meus reflexos.
Strange. Security systems were disabled at the other colonies. That one hit. Check activity.
Ah, mas que merda, mano.
Shoot them before they take out the shield.
Caiu o Jacob.
Enemy down.
Caiu, é? Mano. Na capa, mano.
I've got him.
Acho que no V dá pra usar também.
They've seen us.
Usei todos os kits médicos já. Tá esse cachorro aí de novo.
Get over here. Those men shouldn't have been hostile. They should have recognized us as human.
Someone reprogrammed them to attack on sight. We're not alone here.
Vocês veem, mano, que a dificuldade aumentou aqui, hein, mano. O maior grau de dificuldade do 1 pro 2 dá uma diferença muito grande. O 1 é mais fácil que o 2, no maior nível de dificuldade.
We're compromised.
Tá louco, meu. Ataquem ele aí, pô. Botei o tiro de energia, ó. Tiro de energia é bom contra esses maquinários. Tá vendo? Ficou até o ícone ali da bala de energia, ó, na arma. Eu não tinha feito isso também. Por isso que tinha... Por isso que tava dando pouco dano. Eu vou voltar aqui, eu quero ver o que tem aqui antes. Na verdade, nem tem como passar ali. Tem que dar a volta por aqui mesmo. Pô, sai da frente. Aqui, ó. Foi de boa, hein? Kit médico, beleza. O bom é que no 2 não tem aqueles itens abundantes que tinha no 1, tá ligado? Pegava muito item no 1, velho. Colocaram muito item no jogo. Pegava muita coisa que não servia.
Stop right there. Praza, you said you'd let me handle this.
Ó, tá ali.
Wait. Shepard?
I'm not taking any chances with Cerberus operatives.
Put those weapons down. Shepard? Is that... You're alive?
Remember when I gave you that Geth data tally? Did it help you complete your pilgrimage?
Yes, it did. Praza, weapons down. This is definitely Commander Shepard.
Why is your old commander working for Cerberus?
I don't know. Maybe we should ask.
I know Cerberus has a bad past, but they're the only group investigating these missing colonies. The Council turned its back on humanity. I haven't.
Tali, you aren't seriously considering trusting Cerberus?
No, I'm trusting Shepard. And besides, we could use the help. One of our people was here on pilgrimage. His name was Vitor. We came to find him.
Isn't that a little strange? A Quarian visiting a remote human colony?
Quarians can choose where they go on pilgrimage. Vitor liked the idea of helping a small settlement. He was always nervous in crowds.
She means that he was unstable. Combine that with damage to his suit CO2 scrubbers and an infection from an open-air exposure, and he's likely delirious.
When he saw us landing, he hid in a warehouse on the far side of town. We suspect he also programmed the mechs to attack anything that moved.
Vitor's the only one who can tell us what happened here. We should work together to find him.
Good idea. You'll need 2 teams to get past the drones anyway.
Now we're working with Cerberus?
No, Praza, you're working for me. If you can't follow orders, go wait on the ship. Head for the warehouse through the center of the colony. We'll circle around the far side and draw off some of the drones to clear you a path.
Your people really don't like Cerberus. What did I miss?
They killed our people, infiltrated our flotilla, and tried to blow up one of our ships.
That's not how I'd have explained it exactly. It was nothing personal.
We can argue over who killed who later. Right now, we've got a job to do.
Agreed. We work together to get to Vitor.
Make sure to keep in radio contact.
Will do. Good luck, Shepard. Whatever happens, it's good to have you back.
Show. Bom, galera, vou encerrando aqui. Vou encerrando aqui a primeira parte da série de Mass Effect 2. Muito obrigado a todos e até a próxima.